Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Bailey and I'm the owner of Goo Goo Goods. Today's video is going to be another craft fair prep vlog. This weekend on Saturday I have a night market and it's a collective corner at Hourglass Brewing. That's kind of a hard thing to say, Hourglass Brewing. So I have a collective corner market there, and I've done a ton of collective corner markets in the past, but I've never done one at this location. So I'm very interested to see how it's going to play out. It's actually already Wednesday. On Monday I decided to kind of just like take the day off and relax and recharge from the weekend activities that we did. And then yesterday was actually mine and Ethan's 8-year wedding anniversary. So I did some stuff during nap time, but not a ton of stuff. And I also like filmed a lot on my phone, the things I did yesterday. And then yesterday afternoon, after the boys went to bed, we just got Longhorn, which is like my favorite, and we just kind of hung out. So I didn't do anything last night. So today I am jumping in and doing stuff. So I've actually already done a couple things this morning. For example, I've been stitching out the Florida Sunshine State sweatshirts. So I've been trying to restock on these. So I've got a couple of those done and I'm gonna work on that today. But I also have a pile of shirts that I have pulled out from my bins, and I'm gonna start steaming them and getting them ready to photograph today. So I really would like to work on that. I don't think I'm gonna pull out my big photo booth until tomorrow maybe, but I'm hoping today during nap time, while some stuff is stitching out, I'm gonna go in the other room and take some like flat lay photos and try to get those all done and ready to put on the website, and go ahead and try to get everything listed on both my website and on Etsy. So I'm gonna try to get that done this week. That's gonna be a major thing that I want to work on. So that's gonna be what I'm doing today during nap. So that probably will take the whole time, because the Florida Sunshine State sweatshirt takes 45 minutes to stitch out. So I can maybe get 2 done during nap, and while that's stitching out, I'll be working on the steaming and then the photography stuff. I probably won't video me doing the photography just because I'm gonna be using like my coffee table as the backdrop for these, so it's not anything like too crazy. So when I do set up the photo booth, which will probably be tomorrow night, I'll show you doing all of that stuff, but probably not tonight. But something that I might do tonight is I might go to the sewing studio in Maitland and talk to them about maybe getting a bigger sewing machine, because something that I have been thinking about really hard is that I really enjoy sewing, and I think I definitely want to try to focus more effort on doing that, as opposed to doing like the DTF and stuff like that. Like if I want like printed shirts, I think I'm just gonna rely on Impress Ink to do them, because I would like to spend the time doing sewing, because I think that's kind of one of my more passionate things, or like one of the things I'm like most passionate about is the sewing, and I want to make time to do that. So I'm wanting to look at a more intense sewing machine and potentially like resetting this room to where I don't have this big table in here anymore, but maybe like a small table that just is for my sewing machine, and then a smaller table for like cutting and kind of just any other things that I want to work on. So I'm gonna go to the sewing studio tonight and talk to them about that. So that is what the situation was. Maybe this week I'll also show you using the little monitor thing that goes on the back of your phone for filming, like so you're able to film with like your normal camera. So it goes like this, and it has a little like magnetic thing that goes on the back of your phone. So I'll put it on the back of my phone where the moft is, put it back there, and then it's like that. So when you're filming with your front camera, you can see yourself. So I'm gonna test that out this week, because I did not do that last week. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started, because that was a lot of talking, and I'm gonna go ahead and get to hooping the sweatshirt and putting it on the machine, and I'll show you that, and I'll show you steaming my shirts.
This is as good a day as any to start the rebuilding of life. The roads that lay open are many when the old one's gone under the knife. And I can feel the sun on my skin, beginning to thaw from within. Today and not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today is a good day to live. This morning has a clear light as any to see the horizon and the far. Excuses were 2 for a penny, but they've all gone out the window of this car. And when I feel the wind on my face, all that ever was is a wreck. Today and not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today, well, something's gotta give. Today is a good day. Today and not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today, well, something's gotta give. Today is a good day. Today and not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow.
Nap time is over, and just like I thought, I was able to get 2 of the Florida Sunshine State sweatshirts done, so I'm really pleased with that. For the second one, I set up my phone and took some good footage of those so I can use that for like TikToks, Reels, Shorts, the whole shebang. I find that I do a good job sometimes of like taking videos to post and then I don't edit them, so I need to make it a priority to edit them. So I need to work on that, obviously. And I was able to respond to a bunch of YouTube comments. I kind of slacked on doing that this week. I typically like to do them the night like I post the video, but I've kind of like fallen behind a little bit on doing that. So hopefully next week I do better. Hopefully, like, you know, when I post my video tomorrow, I do better. I typically do. For the past like week or so, I've been like struggling keeping up with the comments, but it's not a bad problem to have, I guess. But yeah, so I'm pleased with what I was able to get done. Unfortunately, I was not able to take any pictures of the clothes. I got them all steamed though and ready to go, but when I went to go take pictures, it was just too dark in there and it was making the photos turn out kind of wonky. So I'm gonna probably work on that tonight. I'm gonna have Ethan set up the photo booth and I'll take the pictures then. I'm a little bit disappointed because I was hoping to take the pictures during nap and get them edited during nap so I can go ahead and get the ball rolling on putting them on the website. I have a ton of things that I need to take pictures of and put on the website. I didn't really realize like how much stuff I had that I don't have listed on the website, because I really would like to try to start growing my website sales more, because I do some good, like, you know, in person obviously at markets, but I don't do as much online sales. So I'd like to boost that, and one of the ways to do that is having stuff on the website to purchase. So that's what I'm gonna try to work on tonight. Like I said, I'm gonna have Ethan set up the photo booth so I can work on that tonight. So probably what I'm gonna do the rest of the afternoon, obviously I'm gonna be with my kiddos. I'm gonna go ahead and hoop another sweatshirt and get it on the machine and get that going. And I might also film some more B-roll footage of that embroidery just so I have it. So I will check in later tonight when it is time to take some photos.
Sway there in all the colors. Summer love, lonesome dove, folded on the lawn chair in all the colors. Summer love. Stop giving back. Honeysuckle, fresh cut grass. I could really use some stuff like that. Talk to me and tell me all that you've seen, all the colors. Summer love, memories washed in every shade of green and all the colors. Summer love. Day canoe, bathing in the turquoise blue, losing track of time with you. Another peach pie sunset view, sleeping in the afternoon. No place to be and nothing to prove. That's sure something I could use. A cure for the air-conditioned blues. Good to use some too.
Happy Thursday. So last night before I got started on the pictures, I actually went to the sewing studio in Maitland to see if they had the machine that I was interested in getting and like kind of talk to them more about it. And funny thing, they did not have it, and they like don't get those kind of machines. So kind of funny, kind of a little bit womp womp. I was hoping to buy the machine through them, one, to support my local sewing studio, and then the second thing is if you bought a machine from them, you get like extra discounts on like fabric, notions, the whole deal. So I was really hoping that I could get in on some of that. So I'll just have to look at the sewing machine somewhere else, online I guess. But I'm really pleased with how the photos turned out last night. I think it did really well. I couldn't find, I'm gonna have to like go through my bins and try to find my embroidered tote bags, because I, for the life of me, could not find these tote bags. I thought they were in like a clear bin, but now I don't know, so I'll have to look for them more. So I got a photo of most things, most of the apparel. I would say pretty much all of the apparel, except for I didn't actually get to photography for the Florida hat. I don't know like what happened there. And then the tote bags. So that's pretty much it, I guess. So today what I'm going to work on, I've already worked on it a little bit today while the boys were awake. I edited the photos that I took, and I uploaded them into Canva and made them the right size for Shopify and for Etsy, and I've been adding it to my website. So right now my website has a password on it, so I've just been like uploading the photos into there and making the listings. So I'm going to work on that today, because I'm hoping to have everything listed and have like my launch be tomorrow at noon. I probably need to make like a post like in like on my Instagram and like the YouTube postings, like saying that I'm having the release tomorrow. So I need to do that, and I also want to work on the Etsy listings for the same things. And so while I'm doing that, I'm also just going to work on making some more of the Florida Sunshine State sweatshirts. And I'm considering, I probably won't get to it today, but maybe tomorrow, doing a Halloween or fall themed sweatshirt. So I have like a sweatshirt, it's not the ash, but it's a little bit more kind of like beigey. It's like in between ash and sweet cream. So I have like one of those, oatmeal heather, I think is what it's called. So I've got a bunch of blanks of those, and I'm wondering if I want to do a fall one or if I want to do one that's more spooky, because I know that a lot of people are coming out with their like fall and Halloween collections, and I don't know if I want to go more fall or if I want to go more spooky. So I have to think about that and look at Etsy and see kind of like, I have a couple of designs on Etsy that I like that I'm thinking about, so I'll have to look and kind of see what I'm thinking about that one. And then I also have a couple of blank t-shirts that I need to figure out what I want to put on those as well. So yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and hoop the sweatshirt, put it on the machine, and I'll set you up so you can kind of see me working on putting the things on my website and Etsy. I'm almost like, I want to say I'm halfway done putting stuff onto my website, which I think is going to be a little bit easier than putting it on Etsy, I think. But also like I'm a little bit like, I don't want to say I'm OCD, but I'm going to probably go back through all the ones that I put and just like make sure that they're all good, and then I have to put in their weights for shipping. It's like a whole thing. So I'm going to go ahead and set you up and show you what we're doing. I got 2 of the Florida Sunshine State sweatshirts done. So I'm really pleased with that, and I was able to get pretty much everything uploaded onto my website. And the only things I really need to do is go and like put in the weights of everything for like the shipping profile and stuff like that. And I did work on one Etsy listing. So I didn't do super great making a bunch of Etsy listings, and I have one that I've got pretty much ready that I have it just like on draft. So yeah, so that's how that went. So I'm really pleased with that. I don't know what I'm gonna get into tonight, if anything at all. So I'm gonna go ahead and go hang out with my kids, and I will see you later. Happy Friday. So as you can tell, I have a huge stack of sweatshirts here that are completely done stitching out, but I just need to go and cut all of the stabilizer out of the back, and I went ahead and sprayed them with the water so all of the marking pin is gone. So today during nap, I'm going to work on cutting the stabilizer out, folding them, and packing them up to take to my market tomorrow. And while I'm doing that, I'm also going to stitch out a couple of sample stitch outs for a couple of designs that I want to put on sweatshirts, some shirts, and then I also want to go ahead and do some testing of the new designs that I want to come out for like my fall / like Halloween collection. So I'm gonna try to like lean in kind of heavily this year, I guess, to like a fall-y and Halloween stuff, and get that made, stitched out on a couple of like sample shirts, and go ahead and get them listed on my website. So I'll probably do all the stitch outs for that hopefully today. Probably won't get all of them done because there are quite a few, and they're not going to be in the colors that I like actually want them to be in, because I ordered a bunch of big spools from Amazon that should be here Sunday. So I think next week I'll probably do more of the sample stitch outs and then putting them on like sample sweatshirts and shirts. So that's what I'm going to be working on today. So let's just go ahead and get started. This is the first little design that I am going to stitch out, and this is the biggest size of it. I'm going to see how big it is and see if I want to put it on a shirt or a sweatshirt. So I've got it loaded in here, and like I said, these are kind of just done with like the colors that are on my machine. So it will not look like this. It'll look like those colors. So they don't match super well, but once again, this is just testing it out and making sure that it looks good and that I like the sizing of everything. And mostly I think it's a good idea to stitch things out on like some stabilizer or a piece of like scrap fabric, just so you know that the file stitches good and that it looks good, because sometimes files you buy on Etsy may look good but then don't actually stitch out good. So this is the biggest size, like I was saying, and I went ahead and just like grouped a bunch so that in the actual file, like all the colors are different, but I only have 6 colors that I can choose from, and I don't really feel like having to change threads during stitch out, especially because it's gonna take a long time anyway. So if it takes 55 minutes just to stitch it without me having to change the threads, it would be a whole hot mess. So I'm gonna go ahead and hoop some stabilizer and put it on the machine. It's Friday night and I have a couple things that I want to say. So first of all, I did 2 of these stitch outs. The first one is this little like floral bouquet. And like I've said many times, these are just the colors I had on the machine, but you kind of get the vision. So that is what the large size is looking like. And then this is the other one. Once again, not the colors, but it's like a fox. It might be kind of hard to tell because the colors are a little bit wonky. But with this one, here is just a hot tip that is just a good advice, and it's just a good thing to do, good practice that I should do it too. And I don't know why I didn't do it, but make sure that you are tracing all of your designs. Like even if you think it's gonna fit in the hoop, I for sure thought this was gonna fit in the 5x5 mighty hoop. So I put it on, let it run. Thank God I was right beside the machine when I saw it happen, but when it was doing the little end yellow, actually you probably saw it in the footage, yeah, I switched to the bigger hoop because when it was doing this like yellow out here, it was like literally less than a millimeter, it seemed like, from hitting the edge of the hoop. And I was like, oh my gosh, and so I stopped it right then and there. Literally, I don't know what it is, like I don't know if it's luck, if it's fate, I don't know what it was, but thank goodness I saw it, because after I saw it I went ahead and like traced it, and for this one over here it would have definitely hit my hoop. I don't know why this one was more over than this one, but it definitely would have hit my hoop and broke my hoop, broke my machine. I don't know what it would have done, but it would have been really, really bad. So it's just good practice no matter what to always trace your design. So that was really, really scary. I don't know why I didn't do it. I don't know why I just like decided it was gonna be good. So those are the 2 ones I did, and I was going to do more on my machine tonight and do some more test outs of some of the fall and like Halloween-y stuff I wanted to do. But my flash drive decided that it was broken. I put it in the machine, or I put it in my computer and was trying to like download all my files. And while I was doing that, it like said that one of the files was like too long or something, was like really, really weird. So I was like, oh, okay. And then all of a sudden it was like, this isn't ejected properly, but I didn't eject it. So I was like, okay, that's really weird. So I went ahead and like tried to reconnect it. So I did pull it out and put it back in. And then it was saying that like it's unreadable by the computer. So that flash drive, it's been kind of giving me a little bit of issues the past like couple weeks, but I thought maybe it was just like a weird like glitch maybe with my machine. But yeah, so I don't have the ability to actually do anything. I don't have a cord that can connect my computer to the machine, and it says it has like wireless design transfer, but I went and I tried to download the software to do it, but it's like only really able to be used on like PC computers, so kind of annoying, a little bit weird. So I just like ordered another flash drive on Amazon, and that should get here tomorrow. I don't know if it'll get here tomorrow in time for me to do anything, so that's kind of a little womp womp. But tomorrow I do have collective corner, and setup begins at 1:30. So I mean, it's gonna definitely be a long night because it goes like from 4:30 to 9:30. So definitely a long day slash night. And since it is gonna be a night market, I have to bring my lights. So it's not far away from me. Like I said, it's at Hourglass Brewing, so it shouldn't be too crazy of a situation. And hopefully I'll be able to pack up really, really quickly and get home really quickly and not be home like super late like I was last weekend. But I'm very interested to see how it goes. I'm glad that I was able to get done with a lot of the Florida sweatshirts and the mushroom things. And yeah, so that is probably all I'm going to be able to do in this vlog, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more behind the scenes small business content and craft fair vlogs, and I hope to see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye!
My headspace, been weaker, it's been waiting for the right day. Like the right day ever comes, now it's Friday.